can be likened to aiding and abetting crime. Recall that on Tuesday, the Commissioner of Police, Nwonyi Emeka, said the command had dismissed the police officer who shot and killed Mr. Alafo The police must be transparent.
Police officer can't commit such heinous crime and then you're hiding the identity. And let me tell you, so the identity of a officer who has committed a crime, while the family of the victim is growing in agony, he is sorry cooling off, being protected by his colleagues. That is aiding and abetting criminality for crying out. So the people who know the identity of the crime.
Dr. Jacks urged the police to also ensure that the officers of surveillance and impact are charged to court.
The background checks are not properly carried out because you cannot have a young man or young woman who has already criminal addiction and go into a place and face social value. I think the current TB has seen commitment the crime free society. As the men put that idea, and those of them that are paraded, have we seen in court to be in? It's one thing to arrest these men. It's another thing to rape them. Let the victim witness when they will be sentenced.
Well, Dr. Omenazu also wants the Rivers State government to emulate the decision of the Ogun State government to set up a special court for cultists. Police in Lagos State have exhumed the body of late singer Mohbad and are set to begin an autopsy. The spokesman of the Lagos State Police Command, Benjamin Hundeyin, said the exhumation was carried out in conjunction with some health officials. Mr. Hundeyin also reacted to the candlelight procession for the late singer.
Because it's candlelight procession, it's a procession or a protest. Because I don't think that we have recorded any ugly incident anywhere they do it. It's to feel for the dead, it's to mourn the dead, and anybody can mourn the dead. All I can say is we should just be careful so that we don't overdo it the way we started NSAS. Once you've done it once, the message is there, you have honored the dead, you have sent a message that won't matter this case. And I told the people that has been inviting people to this case, we need to open our mind. Even I not be the one perpetrated the hands. In investigation, we open our mind. It's just carrying out a search.
All that on Monday, authorities in Lagos inaugurated a third meeting to protest with Jide Sanwo-Olu asking the Department of State Services join the investigation. Meanwhile, the senator representing Adamawa State North Senatorial District, Ishaku, has assured that directed by police investigation on the death of the singer will be prosecuted. Well, Senator Abo, who is the chairman Senate Committee on Entertainment Economy, said this today when he paid a condolence visit to the family of the late artist. He went by Nollywood actresses Ibo and Tontudike. In the meantime, son of President Seyi Tinubu has pulled down a social media post a few hours after he reported that he donated 15 naira to the son of the late singer Mohbad. One reason was given for down the road. Moving now, the chairman of the floor committee, Egma Ndonyoku Governor Chinedu Nwabudi, is urging residents to stay vigilant, evacuate quickly if they observe rising water levels to prevent casualties this year floods. Mr. Nwabudi made the call in an interview with correspondent Emeko while keen on the preparedness as this year's predicted flooding.
The local government, Honorable Vincent Joe, have put in every measures on ground. I speak to you now. All the DP camps have been activated, ready for use. The facilities of the drainages have been done. Some procurements have been made. So it has started coming. They should be proactive. They should take the voice of the people by leaving their environments to the IDP camps, because that is the only safe place for them for now.
Well, Mr. Nwabudi also addressed concerns about the premature harvesting of crops due to the impending floods.
The farmers are people that we are much more concerned about the farm produce. Last year cultivated and at the end of the day was ravaged by flood. And this year we pray that it shouldn't be seen. The farmers have started harvesting their food preemptively, which ordinarily is not supposed to be. It will lead to storage of food. It leads to hunger. There's every tendency that there is no farmer that will harvest his or her food early or prematurely that will boast of plentiful harvest at the end.
As you know, Ogba Egbeman, the local government area, is one of the local government areas in the state that went to flooding. Away from that, the ongoing interview of the commission asked an applicant who spoke anonymously to our correspondent suspect foul play following decision of the commission to invite applicants randomly. He advised the commission to publish the details of applicants who passed its online examination.
I have not received this message just since I saw people gathering here. What actually motivated me to call me to check this because when the screening was ongoing, I participated in it and I did very well. It was 10 questions, so I was able to answer the complete question. Even at that too, I was able to carry some assessment on the score if to do the right thing based on people that wrote were able to message.
Our correspondent reports that 2 police vans stationed at the commission's premises. Now, only candidates who show test message rural community in Rivers State, Eze Beli, Wuli. Asking Rivers State, infrastructure.
They want to provide all the time to school. they say, where the traditional leaders come and witness what we are giving out to the school. We also monitor them. I've not seen where they call the heads of community, paramount or the CDC chairman or the youth president come and witness what we are giving out to this school to enable them stand as a witness.
Well, Ezebekwele also spoke on the reason for the suspension of 2 principals by the State Universal Basic Education Board.
He went as far as telling me that the boy I brought, that there's a little token that we need to pay because that the school, through the PTA, Parents Teachers Association, that they met sometime in June and came up with this paper before me. I should go to them. Information given to him was the registration is free, no payment. That then they went to submit the form. He called me that the school said we need 30,000.
The PDP in Rivers State has hailed the Federal High Court in Abuja for restraining the national leadership of the party from dissolving the state executive committee. The state publicity secretary of the party, Sydney Bara, said this in an interview with correspondent Emeka Utka. Mr. Bara dismissed claims of anti-party activities as alleged by the national leadership of the party.
We are very happy for the judgment from High Court in Abuja yesterday, not endorsed by the Honorable Minister of the FD endorsing anti-party activities. What we are doing is to have a good relationship with the center, which is what we have been exploring for all these years. So what we are doing is governance. Politics has come and gone.
Mr. Bara also accused the national leadership of the PDP of conniving with the APC in Rivers State to withdraw PDP's lawsuits challenging the conduct of APC primaries in the state.
So if there are any person or group of persons to be accused of perpetrating anti-party activities, it's those who are in the National Working Committee that will be accused that they are the ones who have done what we call anti-party activities against their own people.
Well, yesterday, a federal high court in Abuja restrained the national leadership of the PDP within the Rivers State Committee Party over anti-party activities. Edo State Deputy Governor Philip Waiwu has apologized to Governor Godwin Obaseki. The Deputy Governor, who disclosed this in an interview with journalists today, asked Governor Obaseki to look their political differences and find in his heart to forgive him. Mr. Shuaibu was on Monday afternoon officially relocated from his former office in the Government House to the newly allocated office in Benin City. The Federal Road Safety Corps says there were 5,700 crashes within the first half of this year. The FRSC disclosed this in a statement by the Corps Public Education Officer, BC Kazim. Well, the FRSC also said over 2,800 people died, compared to the 6,627 crashes in 2022 within the same period, in which over 3,300 people died. Still ahead, Minute Works gives contractors handling Port Harcourt Abuja Road 2 weeks to complete work. Stay tuned. Thanks for staying with us. The British Deputy High Commissioner to Nigeria, Johnny Baxter, says the trade relations between Nigeria and the United Kingdom has generated huge profits for both countries. We're speaking on Nigeria Info FM's Hello Port Harcourt. Mr. Baxter said the UK will host an African Investments in 24 to build a stronger trade opportunity business owners in Nigeria.
Last year, there was £76 billion worth of trade between our two countries. Of that, £4.3 billion was goods coming from into Nigeria, and then the £3.3 billion was Nigerian goods going out to the UK. So that's generating profits, generating benefits for the Nigerian economy. It's African Investment Summit. His Excellency President Tinubu has been invited to that, and we hope that he will bring a delegation with him. Hopefully, we can new relationships start there. This is the second time we've done it. So the rest of it is Africa-wide.
On educational opportunities in the UK, Mr. Baxter said the UK is to support dedicated Nigerians who wish to pursue their masters or fellowship through its international scholarship scheme.
It's a really fascinating. It opened on the 12th of September and the closing date is the 7th of November, so of this year. Annual thing. There are always applications at approximately that period. And the purpose of that is for the UK to be able to support dedicated and passionate individuals from the countries that they're coming from, and for them to gain a skill and bring it back to their country. And please, if you're interested, if you're passionate, and if you want to make a difference to Nigeria, and you think that education in the UK will help with that, really would encourage people to apply.
The Minister of Works, David Umahi, has given contractors handling major works on federal roads in Abuja and Port Harcourt 2 weeks to complete their works. We issued ultimatum while inspecting ongoing road project in River State and its environs today. Satellite Vision TV says subscribers enjoy 1 year of non-stop premium entertainment, VVIP customer service, a limited edition gold decoder, and exclusive lifestyle benefits when sign up for the DSTV Prestige. In a statement, the company said it is offering the special package called the DSTV Prestige, turning its focus to the world of luxury, where exclusivity reigns and customers seek more than just products to create unique and exclusive experiences. The statement said subscribers will enjoy exclusive discounts from Swatch, Nike, Eco Hotel, Polo Luxury, Met Plus, Tommy Hilfiger, Adidas, and others. The statement also said that the DSTV Prestige is a true embodiment of exclusivity and special treatment. It urged those interested to visit dstv.com/prestige to sign up. And in the South-South-Southeast Regional Deputy Secretary General of the Senior Staff Association of Electricity and Allied Company, Innocent Lord Douglas, says one of the reasons for the cost of national growth of gas is the independence of the ORE.
In the union angle, we have never supported privatization of our sector, be it transmission, generation, or even the distribution. The government is supposed to be fully have a new ministry that is going to bring in political capacity to get better attention in the power sector. So, the cost of gas is not a problem to the generation, the GENCOs. That is also being privatized.
The stakeholder in the power sector also called on the new Minister of Power to focus more on the availability of gas to turbines for steady supply of power. In entertainment, Nicki Minaj's husband, Kenneth Petty, is to serve 120 days of home detention after he threatened rapper Offset on social media. In sports, the Super Eagles of Nigeria are in Pot 2 ahead of the 2023 African Cup of Nations set to take place in Cote d'Ivoire. But this means Nigeria could face one of Morocco, Senegal, or Egypt when the tournament takes center stage next year.
And now we'll bring you news from around the world.
The Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is in the U.S. capital in a bid to secure further funding to repel Russia's invasion of his country. He is currently visiting the 9/11 memorial at the Pentagon. Earlier, Volodymyr Zelensky met lawmakers at the Capitol, where he said he had strong dialogue with senators. He is scheduled to hold talks with U.S. President Joe Biden at the White House later. And that's the news this evening. But before we go, let's take a look at the highlights of the major stories. On the news this evening, you heard that the police in Lagos State have exhumed the body of late singer Mohbad for autopsy. A rights activist has criticized the police for their failure to disclose the identity of the officer who killed Alafaro Peterside in Port Harcourt. The PDP in River State has hailed a court decision stopping the dissolution of its executive committee. The employment process at the River State Civil Service Commission has sparked criticism. And on the foreign scene, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky is in the US to secure more funds to repel Russia's invasion. The news edited by Onyeka Tusu. Hours in Port this evening. To reach the news team, send an SMS or WhatsApp to 0808 721 7215. Remember, peace is the path to the prosperity of a nation. Let peace reign. I'm Constance Mega.